Hey guys, welcome back, Rockstars. It's Brian Lee with the Rock75, and I'm here today with a brand new challenge for you guys. I actually was tagged in this challenge, so I am responding to that tag, and this is the first time ever on my channel that I've actually done a challenge like this. So I'm really excited. Make sure you get excited because we are going to have fun. Hey guys, welcome back to the Rock75. As I said, my name is Brian Lee, and I am your host today, your ghost host. Oh, how nice would it be to be on the Haunted Mansion right now, right? Dreams. Anyway, welcome back, guys. I'm so glad to have you here. If you are new and you have not seen my channel before, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. We really try to have a lot of fun on this channel, do a lot of fun openings, unboxings, a lot of Disney content, some other non-Disney content as well. And today, we're going to add challenges to that. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Be sure you hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up and a like, and hit that bell notification. That way you know every time I post new videos. Always have new stuff coming out, fun and interesting things that just entertain, right? Or at least they make me giggle. If you are familiar with my channel and you are already a rock star, thank you so much and welcome back. I'm so glad that you came back for this video today because this video is going to be a lot of fun, I think. I've never done a challenge or a question kind of video before, question and answer, so I'm really looking forward to this. So today, this is a Disney Quarantine question challenge, and we have 19 questions. Get it? 19 questions? COVID-19? So we have 19 questions that we are going to answer about ourselves that happen or are happening during this quarantine, shelter in place, crazy COVID-19 stuff that's going on all over the world. All right. So my friends over at Magically Mickey and More, they have tagged me. So Haley and Tommy, thank you so much. I'm really excited. This is my first question challenge that I'm ever putting on my channel. So I'm really happy about that. They had some really great answers and I had a lot of fun watching their video and answering along. So I was really actually happy that they tagged me in this as well. So if you would like to see what their answers were and how they answered their questions, Haley and Tommy are a riot. They are so funny. And they actually have some really good responses to some of these questions. So I'm going to put a link to Magically Mickey and More down below. Make sure you go check them out because I really think you're going to like the content they put out on their channel as well. In turn, as the Disney World turns, I don't know where I come up with this stuff. As the Disney World turns, I will also be tagging somebody for this 19 question challenge. And today, I am going to tag Tim and Johnny with the Game Boys. So if you would like to tune in and see what their answers are going to be, then I'll make sure I link their YouTube channel down below as well. So the Game Boys, they have amazing content as well. I really enjoy watching everything that they do. They have a lot of Disney inspired content and I highly, highly recommend checking them out if you haven't already. Make sure you sit back, relax, snuggle in, however you choose fit during this quarantine, and be ready to play along and answer some of these questions with us. All right. So like I said, we have 19 different questions. Most of them are Disney inspired. I do believe you could probably answer everything Disney inspired. But some of my answers are not Disney. I know, shame on me, right? But I'm going to answer truthfully. My answers are very different than other people's that I've seen. I'm sure as this challenge goes along and other people answer, everybody's going to have something different to say and everybody probably won't agree with each other, but that's kind of the beauty of it. You get to see what everybody's thought processes are, right? And that's the fun. So, are you ready? Let's do it. Question number 1 is, how many times have you watched your favorite movie during quarantine? Well, my favorite movie is Peter Pan, the animated, original Peter Pan. That is my all-time favorite movie. And I actually have not watched it at all during quarantine. I've been watching other things, and I've been catching up on things that I had not seen in a long time or that I want. I have seen Peter Pan many, 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 many times. And I constantly quote it and I sing it around my house. And, you know, I may or may not have a second star to the right somewhere in my home. But anyway, I digress. I have not watched it. And now that I'm saying that out loud, I realize that I should. Question number 2. If you could be on a vacation at any Disney location, which one would you choose? I had to think about this because there's so many different ones that I would want to do. I'm interpreting this question to mean that I could just not be quarantined. I could automatically just teleport myself to wherever. Cost was no issue. So that's how I'm taking it. And I have 3 that I would really like to go be at and do. But I'm going to say my number 1 pick would be Disneyland Paris. I've never been to Disneyland Paris. And as far as the lineage of Disney parks and how they opened, from Disneyland in California, Disney World in Orlando, Disneyland Paris, I could just go poof, there I am. I would be at Disneyland Paris right now, enjoying all of their wonderful food, the smells, the culture. Oh, I really want to go there. Question number 3. Have you had to cancel or reschedule a Disney trip due to the quarantine? Sadly, no. I mean, not sadly that I didn't have to reschedule, but sadly that I didn't have one scheduled. It just timing with work and with just the way things were going, it wasn't good timing right now. Looking forward to once things kind of play out and see how things go, then we're probably going to set something up. You know, this week they opened up Disney Springs, which was, or started to open up Disney Springs, which is exciting. So we'll see what happens in the very near future. Question number 4, and I'm sure I'm going to get comments on this one. But question number 4 says, if you could ride any Disney ride right now, what would it be? Okay. If I could be on any ride at Disney right now, it would be the monorail. I am a monorail fan. I love to collect monorails. I have a few monorail pins. I am one of those guys who points and giggles and screams out the color of the monorail every time I see it roll by. I'm constantly, monorail! That's me. I love the monorail. And that actually wasn't planned. I wear them because they're flashy. Hey, I know several people say it's not a ride. Some people say it's a ride. Some people say it's not. It's a ride for me because I enjoy riding on it. You hear that? So it is a ride for me. I love the monorail. I could sit on the monorail and ride that Epcot loop all day and have no problems and no apologies for it. Question number 5. This is where things start getting tricky and hard for me. Question number 5 is, if you could eat at any Disney restaurant, which one would you choose? I would choose the Garden Grill restaurant. The Garden Grill is in Epcot, which is my favorite park. And it's in the Land Pavilion. And it is adjacent, it's up in the upstairs level, so like the second level, but it's adjacent to Living with the Land, the boat ride. And if you're not familiar, Garden Grill is considered to be a family buffet. Now, it's not a buffet. However, it is all you can eat, family style. So your family has a table and they bring the food to you. Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, there's salad, there's dessert of some kind. It changes from time to time. Drinks, bread, oh, delicious cornbread. But that kind of food, good Southern food that sticks to your ribs, right? My kind of food. And I love it. It's absolutely delicious. But not just the food. It is a character dining experience as well. And it's Mickey, it's Pluto, Chip and Dale are there, and they are all in their little farmer costumes. So you get Farmer Mickey and Farmer Pluto and Farmer Chip and Dale. so adorable. But the thing I like about it is, yes, the characters come around. If you've done character dining, you know how characters rotate. But here's the fun part. The restaurant actually rotates. If you're not familiar, the entire restaurant is on a turntable and it rotates. Slowly, of course, you're not going to get sick, but it rotates around. So when it rotates around at one section, you're actually rotating around part of the land, the ride, and you can see it and you can hear it as you rotate around. And you actually see some scenes from your seat from the land that you wouldn't see while you're in the boat. I love that. I absolutely love that. I feel like the characters spend a lot of time with you there because they're kind of in your personal little space. Think of it as like little pods. There's all these little pods all the way around that's your tables, and you're in your own little pod, and it's kind of like walls around you. So you're, for the most part, you're kind of isolated with your family, and the characters kind of come into your section and do their thing, and amazing memories. Best pictures and some of the best character interactions for a character dining that I've ever experienced. It is pricey, but in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. It's one of my favorite experiences. I love the atmosphere. I love the sounds. I love the smells in there. It's a big, just overall win for me. Number 6 is, what Disney snack are you craving right now? Such an unfair question. The thing that I'm craving that I was like, oh, I really want to get, it's from Gaston's Tavern, and it's the warm cinnamon roll with extra icing. Okay, first of all, you can use this as a snack credit on your dining plan, and it's really not that expensive if you don't have the dining plan. You can buy the cinnamon roll pretty well, and it is big enough to share easily. It's the size of my face, and this is a big face, but it's a huge cinnamon roll. It's delicious. It's warm. It's so decadent, and they give you extra icing if you ask for it. Now, these cinnamon rolls used to be at the Main Street Bakery. So if you haven't been in a long time since New Fantasyland opened, these were found at the Main Street Bakery. Then when New Fantasyland they opened up Gaston's Tavern, then they moved the cinnamon rolls there. And to me, they taste even better. I don't know. Maybe it's the oven in that part of the park. Maybe it's the atmosphere. Maybe it's both. But they taste so much better. And now it's not as hard to get extra icing as it used to be. You'd have to beg for it, and somebody would eventually find a way to go give you some extra icing. But now, because so many people always ask for it, because it's delicious and the cinnamon roll is huge, then they keep little to-go cups with icing in it. And if you ask for it, they'll just give you one, and it's nothing. So delicious. Highly recommend. Now I want a cinnamon roll. Number 7. What Disney scents do you have in your home, or do you want in your home right now? Okay, so right this minute, right now, I don't have any Disney scents. I just ran out, basically. I do have a bippity boppity boxes that will be coming sometime within this next week or so, and maybe there'll be another Wishes candle in there. Question number 8 is, have you streamed Onward yet? And my answer is yes. I did. I streamed it when it came out to Disney Plus, and then a few weeks later, my niece and nephew, her husband, had came over, and we had dinner, and we actually watched Onward there as well. So yes, I have streamed it. I've streamed it twice. Question number 9 says, what Disney classic movie or TV series have you reconnected with during quarantine? And honestly, I kind of watch a lot of stuff over and over, but there's 2 shows that I had not seen in a while that I used to watch all the time, and I have started kind of watching them again. One of them is Phineas and Ferb. Other one that I've reconnected with was a show called Bug Juice. I don't know if you guys have seen that or not, but Bug Juice was kind of like a reality show, like before reality shows were really a thing. And it was a group of kids who had went away to summer camp, and they just filmed their lives and the challenges that they faced every day, the peer crisis and drama and just craziness that you get with summer camp. But yeah. Question number 10. If you had to pick one Disney character to be quarantined with, who would you choose? Flynn Rider, because Flynn Rider. Number 11. Would you be watching Mulan if it were in theaters right now? And my answer is no. Question number 12 stays with the Mulan theme, and it says, have you pulled a Mulan? Meaning, have you cut your own hair? The answer is no, I have not cut my own hair, but I have gotten my hair cut. If you've seen it in some of my past videos, you know it was out of control, and I apologize. Number 13, are you feeling crafty, creative? Have you had any projects while you've been in quarantine? And yeah, I have actually. I have done some projects. I actually made a wooden hippopotamus bust, so like the head mount, but it's completely made out of wood. And I glittered it. It's silver glitter, and I have it hanging in my living room because I like glitter, and it's cute, and it was a hippo, and it was fun. So I love doing things like that. I've been doing some puzzles, so I think that kind of helps with creativity. I've also been doing some gardening, I guess, if you call it that. Not really gardening, but I have plants on my front porch, and I've just kind of been cultivating those every day and making sure they're taken care of. And that honestly takes some knowledge and talent to do, because those things just wilt on you so fast. Question number 14 is kind of fun. It said, if you got to have a Disney sidekick, which one would you pick? There's a lot of great sidekicks, but I'm going to say that I would pick Sven from Frozen. He's a reindeer. He doesn't talk, but he's a reindeer who acts like a dog. I love that. Question number 15. What are you binge watching? A TV show or a movie? I am binge watching two things. First, I started rewatching Schitt's Creek. Love that show. I cannot get enough. That is one of the best shows ever. Perfectly timed comedy, perfect casting, hands down. Love that show. I've already seen the entire series once, and then I went back and binge watched the entire series again up until the newest season. And then once that season comes out, then I'm going to binge watch everything again. I just know I am. But so Schitt's Creek, definitely. The next one that I'm currently binge watching right now is The 100. Whew. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. I have had some serious anxiety issues over The 100. And I love it. I'm here for it. I'm living it. Question number 16 is, what Disney character would handle quarantine the best? Okay, so the easy, obvious answer would be Rapunzel, because, hello, she has been quarantined the entire first part of her life, quarantined from a city called Corona, nonetheless. But that's the easy answer, and that's not what I pick. I think the character that would do the best with quarantine would be Belle. And that's because she has a huge castle to roam around with. She's got so much entertainment from all of the characters that are there. She's got a huge library. She can read as much as she wants, and she loves that. She can explore the grounds. I just think there's a lot that she could do and explore. And being an inventor's daughter, she could get crafty. I just think Belle would do really, really good. Okay, question number 17 is kind of fun. If this quarantine were the work of a Disney villain, who would it be? And I thought about this, and I'm going to say it would be Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb. Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated would definitely have put this out there. And I say that because things have just went crazy with this stuff. And if you're familiar with Phineas and Ferb, every diabolical plan that Doofenshmirtz has goes wrong somewhere, somehow. Now, typically, what he's trying to do gets resolved in a bizarre, absurd way. And I do believe that in order to resolve this COVID-19, it's going to have to be a bizarre, absurd way. So I think that this would be one of the schemes and the diabolical plans of Dr. Doofenshmirtz that just went horribly wrong, even from what he was wanting it to do, and got out of control. Question number 18 is, what are you reading? And this is another non-Disney answer for me. Right now, I am finishing up Go Set a Watchman, and that's by Harper Lee. It's the sequel to Kill a Mockingbird. And I have read Go Set a Watchman before when it first was put on shelves. And again, I love it. I think Harper Lee continued the story very well, and showed some growth and just this different set of struggles. But I'm reading it again because I always miss stuff. I don't know if I fall asleep while I'm reading or what's going on, but there's always something that I forget and I miss, and when I read it again, I catch so much more. But I have a couple of chapters left of that book, and then when I finish, I'm probably going to start over with the Harry Potter series. And question number 19 says, what Disney song best represents how you feel during this quarantine? And my answer is, So This Is Love. And here's why. My husband and I have been quarantined together since the start. We've been in sheltering in place. His job was put on hold. My job continued. I am able to work during this because I am an essential employee. And I do deal with patients on the daily. So some days I deal with them on the daily, not always in person. Sometimes it's televisits or telemed, and sometimes it's just phone. But sometimes I do have to go out and do physical visits with some of my patients. But we've been in this quarantine together now for like 892,486 billion days. And honestly, it has been really, really nice. I've read people's posts and had friends comment about how they're ready to kill their boyfriend or their spouse or their wife, or they're just like, oh my God, I can't deal with them anymore. This has got to end. I just need to escape. I got to get drunk, whatever it may be. Fights and just arguments and just really get on each other's nerves. But my husband and I have not been like that at all. This has been really enjoyable, and it really has shown what level of love we have for each other. Just the things that he does for me, the things that he says, the way he has taken care of me and supported me through this. So this is love. I mean, this is love. That's all there is to it. I know that is sappy and I'm going out on a sappy note, but it's true. I'm so thankful and so blessed that I have the husband that I have. I could not be any luckier or any more blessed than I already am. I don't know what else to say about it. He truly is my rock, and he has been through this whole thing, and I know without a doubt he will continue to be so, and it's awesome. So yeah, So This Is Love is definitely our song for this quarantine. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed that, getting to know a little bit about me and how my life has been during this quarantine. I really hope you guys decide to do this challenge as well. If so, leave a comment down below. Let me know that you've done this comment so I can come watch yours as well. Also, make sure you do check that description box. There you're going to find the link for Magically Mickey and more. Again, Haley and Tommy, thank you for tagging me. This has been so much fun, and you really made me dig into my brain for some of these questions. I put a lot of thought into this. So thank you for tagging me. Their link will be down below, so make sure you go check out their channel. And Tim and Johnny, I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say about this question challenge too. And I'm looking forward to your answers, because I know Johnny how you like to interpret questions sometimes. So I'm really interested in seeing what y'all's answers and opinions are going to be. So make sure you look down below. You'll find the link to Tim and Johnny's channel, Game Boys, and make sure you check them out and look for their answers to these questions too. Guys, thank you so much for sticking with me to the end and tuning in with me. Again, if you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's that big red button down below. That's what keeps me doing these videos for you guys, and I love what I do. So every time I get a new subscriber, I truly have a magical feeling and I get so excited. So please, if you haven't, do subscribe. Keep me going. Also, give me a thumbs up. That's a great big Disney hug for me, and I love it. Until we meet each other again, guys, go out, do good, be good, and feel good, and be the change that you want to see in the world. You're the only one who can do it, right? So go out and be that positive change. Guys, I'll see you real soon. Bye.